I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will destroy you.
Whoa, man. Because
Good luck.
the one rule in this house is secrets will destroy families. Very good, Nathan. Give him a round. Yeah! The sound effects are back. Woo!
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Brittany, what's the name of this episode?
Good luck.
Good luck. Everyone say good luck as like your most menacing way. Bad guy, go.
Good luck.
That's Brittany.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lisette.
Oh, me? Okay. Good luck.
That was cute. All right. Nathan.
Good luck.
I love it. Oh man, what's going on, everyone? Hola, mis amigos, bienvenido a la referencia de la película, aka the movie reference. Hey, I'm here, your host, Mark Denny. I'm here with Brittany Denny, with Lisette Ayabar, and Nathan Wynn.
There you go.
Yes. It may sound like chaos. I'm sorry if it does, but we're here to have fun, and we're here to talk about Halloween. Everyone give your creepiest laugh. Go.
Wait, I thought we were doing it all together.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Ooh, nah. What if we just spend the whole episode doing that?
Nathan, you didn't do your lap.
Oh,
I don't like that one.
that was creepy. That was creepy. Borderline Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Cool shoot. Cool laugh. Anyways, that's it. No, I'm just kidding. What's going on? The fan results are in, everybody. We are now officially moving to Tuesdays at 9 a.m. as if they had a choice.
How many people voted?
You really want to know?
Is it two? Because it is just me and you.
It's gonna hurt. Yeah, just two.
3.
You what? Hold on, mi amor. 2 on Spotify, which is me and Britt, and then how much was it on? I think 3 on Instagram. Me, Britt, and Lisette, and then Nathan. Nathan did it through text. He told us through text. So yes, that counts. So thank you everybody who voted. Tuesdays at 9. The game is all here.
All the people that voted.
That's awesome. All right. We're talking about Halloween. Does anybody have any cool memories that you want to start this off with, Halloween wise? You know, any good memories?
I don't have a good memory. I have a memory. Mark Anthony chased me around with a bloody mask on from Scream, and he would squeeze the little tube to make the blood go down the face. And then he would get in trouble for scaring me. Thank you.
That's what you choose to go with.
The trauma.
I had so much fun with that mask. I got everybody. It wasn't just Brittany. I got our cousins, because at the time our cousins would come over, and I would just and the thing is I'm a scaredy cat, right? I don't like scary things, but when I'm behind the mask, I'm something different. And I would just.
You wonder why they don't talk to us anymore?
Wow. Man, that mask was fun though. You got to admit, you used it
was
too.
fun.
That was a fun mask. What about you guys? Great. So, awesome. So a quick question for all of you guys here. I'm just gonna go. By a show of hands, how many of you like horror movies? Nathan, you have a peace sign. Really?
He has a West Side sign.
Nathan, what's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
That's a hard one.
He kind of watched me watch The Conjuring the other day.
I've seen, what's the one where there's two of it?
Two of it, like it, the clown, or
No, not it, but two of this movie came out. There's like a
Hmm.
one, and then there was a two.
There are so many sequels. Was it Halloween?
And it came out maybe 10 years ago, maybe like 8 years ago.
That is a broad description. Was it like a
It's a horror movie.
it was a horror movie. Was it what's the word I'm thinking of when they take over their bodies? Was it a possession movie?
No,
Final Destination?
nope.
Oh, there's like 100 of
It's-
those.
It's the only horror movie that I've ever seen in theaters.
Saw?
No,
Exorcism?
no.
Poltergeist? Chucky?
This is gonna bother me now.
I mean,
Bother all of us, babe.
it's all
Yeah.
like it was Jurassic Park.
What about you, Lizette?
The scariest movie I've ever seen?
Yeah.
I want to say The Exorcism, Emily Rose.
Eesh.
Yeah. Isn't that one based on a true story?
That's what they say, right?
Supposedly.
Well,
yeah.
just like the Conjuring movies are the same way, right? They're based on a true story
Yeah.
or on actual events.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the scariest one.
That
And
the
I think-
creepy thing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think that's the last scary movie I actually saw. I don't like scary movies.
No, it's not. That's not the strongest bone in my body. That's for sure. But I've seen quite a few actually. I can pat myself on the back on a few entries here. I saw Halloween, the first one, the original. I saw the first Halloween. I actually liked that one. Came out what 79 or something like that. And then I also liked the new Halloween that came out in what 2018, 2019, whatever. That was fun. And then I actually enjoyed the last two It movies, even though it has a creepy clown. I like those two. I don't, but I just don't have I don't have a strong stomach. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. So obviously we're not the best. We're not professional horror movie people. But are any of you
Not a
guys
horror
into?
movie.
Are any of you guys into like the horror of real life? Like
Like
the
life?
news-
Like
like
school?
they always do like these documentaries on Netflix about this murderer or something like
Oh
this.
yeah, like serial killers.
Oh my gosh, don't get excited.
I got really excited.
Oh my god.
I love serial killers.
No, don't say that.
No, like I don't love them. I like hearing stories about serial killers. Like there's this girl I watch on YouTube, Stephanie Sue. She has mukbangs, and while she's eating, she's talking about murder mysteries, and it's about like serial killers, and I love it. Nathan knows because he hears me listening to them, and they're just exciting.
No. No, Moni's like that too. Moni likes to watch or listen to those horror or murder cases, right?
The crime podcast.
Yeah, it's crying. Oh my god! See, the thing, I think that's the thing is I have a weak stomach for real life horror as well. I've had it since I was a kid. Like the news would creep me out, that kind of thing, and just knowing how like I'm already paranoid as it is.
But it depends because you recently followed the murder case with the girl. What's her name?
Oh, the missing person case one.
Yes. What was her name?
It,
Gabby Petito.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, we spent like 2 hours catching
That
up
was
on that.
because it was fascinating because it was, instead of Netflix, it was like a TikToker that was like sharing all this information, and it was like, whoa, and it got more and more intriguing. And then of course, yeah, that particular case, yeah, you're right. I kind of stuck it through and found out information as it went along. But like in general, like I'm not interested in like watching the documentaries of serial killers or watching possession type stuff, like I'm already paranoid of people. You can ask Lisette, when I go to the store, I'm very weary of a lot of people that I come across. Even the last time we went to Target, I was like, that guy is suspicious. There's something up with that dude over there. But I don't know. It's just not my thing. But I know there's bad stuff that goes along. I mean, there's terrible things that happen in the world, and I think that's probably why it's a little harder for me to watch horror movies, even if they're fantastical or whatever, and they're fantasy. It's still like it's intense. Like I remember when I saw 3 in theaters, and there's like a scene. I don't know if you guys seen this one, where this guy's chained up in a classroom, I think, but he's chained up on his skin. So like if he moves, it starts ripping. And maybe that's another thing. Yeah, that was Saw 3. And it was just like the gruesomeness of it is like, oh, that's rough. You know what I mean? It's different. It's a different kind of gruesome because like you look at Quentin, it's supposed to be more of a fun, like Quentin Tarantino movies are supposed to be more like a fun gruesome. It's still gross. But compared to like the horror movies where it's like, and it's scary, especially when there's movies like that could happen. Halloween, that could happen. What's the movie that came out where they shut down for a night and anybody can do crime?
The Purge.
Oh my gosh. No, thank you. No, thank you.
You actually think that would be that's a scary movie though?
Do you think you would survive the night? I know I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, true.
As much as I would like to be like the Punisher, like I'm here to protect everybody, no, that probably wouldn't happen. I'd probably scream.
I'll do the protecting.
Well, I'd have to protect Nathan, so.
You got to do what you got to do. We found our person, and that's how it is.
That's true.
But but a lot of people like horror movies, and I respect them. They get it for the horror, the adrenaline rush. They love to scare themselves. Brittany, you did something scary once. You jumped off a plane. That's scary.
That's not scary because I know I'm gonna live.
Au contraire.
Oh, contraire.
Not everyone that jumps out of a plane lives.
Yeah, you should probably take that back.
Yeah, but I jumped out with a parachute, and the guy that was like attached to me had a parachute just in case mine fails. So
you felt safe.
I felt safe.
But at the same time, didn't you get like a instant, like even me watching people on those hot air balloons and they jump off, that sinks my stomach.
I only had adrenaline when we're on the plane going up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh no, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is like the stupidest thing I could ever think of. And then the guy made me get up. He pushed me up. And then we're at the door and he threw me out the door. Oh. And I was like, this is awesome. Like, and falling down is the best part. My mouth got all dry because all this air is in my mouth. And then he pulled the parachute, and then I hated it. Because it pulled it pulled on my stomach, and I was drinking the night before, and it made me like hella nauseous, and like all of a sudden I was like drooling out the mouth, and I was like, please don't throw up. This is not the time to throw up. Don't throw up, Brittany. I'm just holding my breath, and he keeps pulling it to go side to side. I was like, can you just go straight down? That's like
You weren't nauseous?
I got super nauseous, but it was only once he pulled that thing because it holds your guts so tight. Once they pulled the parachute, the way it's strapped in. Oh, man, oh, Manishwitz.
I can imagine. Man.
But Margarita, you're about to do something terrifying. Get a tattoo with us.
Silence.
Correct. I'm not lying.
Correct. I am attempting to allow the tattoo artist to simply nick my skin.
What is this drama? He's gonna stab you a bunch of times with a needle with ink.
Oh my gosh. This
And
gives
you're
me a
gonna
movie.
everywhere. Just kidding.
This gives me a short film idea.
Well, you know, I
Uh-huh.
was showing Nathan because I wanted to get the facial done, and the guy told me to get micro needling, and basically it's a bunch of tiny needles stabbing your skin to make your collagen regenerate, and then at the end it just like you look like you have a bloody face.
That's what Sandra Bullock does. I just watched the Bad Friends episode where they talked about
No,
that.
she puts foreskin blood on her face.
Yes, but she talked about how
What?
she does the needle thing first to get the blood to rush to her face.
Yeah, she like does the micro needling, and then she uses the foreskin, but it's only of Korean kids, right? That's what it said.
That's what they said. I don't know if it's true.
Wow.
You know how they are. They're so awesome.
I know.
But Nathan, do you have any scary stories?
His car rattling.
That's not really scary. I figured out what it was,
That's
or
good.
what it is. It's not fixed yet.
Was it? Oh, I always scare Nathan though when he comes home.
You're so
Oh
mean.
yeah, I've had a few close calls. I've almost had a heart attack and fallen down the stairs
Oh my
a few
god.
times. I probably would have split my head on the about halfway down.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
Brittany would have seen my body in a pool of blood at the bottom of the stairs.
This is so dramatic. I'm hiding in the bathroom.
No, you hide at the top of the stairs.
That too. That's another time. But I
Oh,
like to
many-
hide, and then when he comes
many
home, I go
times.
boo. I thought it was
Wow. Wow.
fun. Having fun.
Have y'all done this? Tried to kill each other?
No.
You guys should
Well,
try.
Mark Anthony claims that he actually almost fell down the stairs because it was my fault. What were you getting from upstairs?
Okay, guys, let me tell you this story. Okay, this
So
is gonna make you-
dramatic.
This is gonna make you guys like, oh my gosh, if that would have happened, I don't know how life would be.
Pretty much over the top now.
So what happened was we were getting ready to come see you guys, and I had to go pick up Lisette, and I had to come downstairs with the luggage. I had the luggage in my hand. I had about 3 luggages in my hand, and I didn't properly put on my boots.
You know, the famous boots that take him like 10 hours to tie.
Yes.
You should get your dad's boots. Those have zippers.
Yeah, I want to get those, but to continue the story, I didn't have them on properly, and I was going down the stairs, but I was also rushing, and I literally just felt my life flash before my eyes. Right when I got to the last third step, I felt like I was gonna go forward or break my ankle, because exactly what was gonna happen, and I just rushed down the stairs like. I honestly thought I was gonna go through the wall. I thought I was gonna go through the house wall, like I was the Looney Tunes. and probably perish after that.
I could just imagine the whole thing. That's what makes it so funny.
I don't even know if I described it correctly
they going,
because you guys are laughing. Yes, I made
Just
sounds.
imagining his expressions as it's happening.
It was
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
pressure to get all those bags downstairs, and then on top of that, I forgot Lisette's shoes up there.
Why couldn't you just take 2 trips?
I was running late. Did I not say that?
Yes.
This is the power that you have on me. The excitement I get to go see Britt, but I still have to, I have to be careful. I have to watch my step and I have to tie my shoes properly. That's the moral of the lesson.
Bro, you have big feet. You can't rush going the stairs. The stairs are like 6 inches smaller than your feet. You're gonna
Dude,
die.
I honestly, in my mind, my ankle broke 10 different ways.
How do you walk down the stairs when your feet are bigger than the steps? How, like,
Tiptoe.
Heel
Sideways.
first. I go
Sideways?
heel first.
Go first. I just use my tiptoes the whole way up.
I go heel first. I got bad knees, mi amor, so I have to get nice
what
plant.
about when you're going down? I understand going up, Britt. How do both of you go down the stairs?
With finesse.
Go first though? No,
let me
when
think.
I go down the stairs, I walk kind of sideways.
I think I do my penguino feet. I waddle down the stairs.
That explains why you fell.
Damn.
The
Oh
penguin
man, that's awesome. Let's talk about favorite candies.
What? Oh, like Halloween candies?
Yeah, it's Halloween time. What kind of candy we like?
Let me tell you my
Chocolate.
least favorite candy and then my
Chocolate.
most favorite. You guys go first.
Okay, Nathan said chocolate. So go ahead, Nathan.
That's it.
What's your least favorite, baby?
That's your most and least?
No,
Okay.
I only like chocolate.
Love this guy. Lisette?
So I don't know about you guys, but I do like candy corn.
we unlocked Nathan's least favorite candy.
The drama.
Have you seen the episode of Bad Friends where they eat candy corn?
Yeah, she hasn't yet, but yeah, I saw it. And Bobby Lee loves it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's good. It's good, but I only eat it around Halloween time, of course.
That
I haven't
makes
had
sense.
any this year. And my least favorite has got to be Almond Joy.
Ugh,
That
Yeah,
has the coconut on it, right?
that's terrible. Yeah, coconut with an
Coconut.
almond.
Almond, yeah, no.
Mhm. It's
Mm-mm.
garbage. That thing
Mhm.
deserves to be like thrown in a hole and burnt.
Like every time I remember going trick-or-treating. Sorry. Every time I remember going trick-or-treating, I remember like I would always try to sneak those into Monica's bag because I hated
Mhm.
them.
That's right.
Or those would always be the ones that would always be left over. Like
Garbage.
who the heck gives almond joys for Halloween? Like what kind of torture is this?
It's really cruelty to children everywhere.
You guys done roasting chocolate?
We're
No.
almost done.
I have no problem with chocolate. I have a problem with almond joy.
Would you
Yeah.
rather have a Tootsie Roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What? You people are disgusting.
Over
You're
almond
disgusting.
joy? Yes. Case closed. Next.
This is my list. The least favorite, Tootsie Roll, is the most preposterous, turd-looking chocolate on the face of this planet. I don't even know if you can call it chocolate. Least favorite.
It is chocolate.
No, it's not. It's disgusting. It's like Play-Doh flavored chocolate. No me gusta. Most favorite. Maybe Snickers.
You can get
Snickers
Snickers
are good.
anytime.
Chocolate's pretty dope. But I love all the sour gummies. I love my Starburst. What
Mhm,
else did they give you as a kid? But let me say this.
mhm,
They used to have Tootsie Rolls, but fruit flavored. Like the orange one, I like
Mm.
that one. All the other
Yeah.
flavors, like chocolate and all that, gots to go, honey.
I do love the Tootsie Roll fruit flavor ones.
What
Yeah.
about fruit by the foot? My brother and I used to eat those a lot.
Those are delicious. I used to
Those are
roll it into a ball and
We ate that the other day,
That's
babe. It
terrible.
Yes.
what?
was really good.
What?
We ate that the other day.
When?
We had like the thing that the plastic comes off. We ate it.
Oh, that one.
I don't know what that is.
Fruit roll
That
up.
is.
Oh, for roll up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Delicious.
So, but I'm intrigued, Britt. Does tu amiga disfruta almond joy?
Don't
Because
start.
you were looking at her. She was obviously with her mouth on the floor.
Okay, I think almond joy is nostalgic. Every time mom would take me to Walmart when we were kids, she would get almond joy and she would let me eat half of it.
Yeah, she did do that. Mom always bought almond joys, but she would always let me have a bite and I'd go, that's disgusting.
Do you just not like coconut though? Because that might
I
just
despise coconut. It's the
There you go.
worst.
There's your answer.
Cool socks, by the way.
Thanks, bro. Oh, you know
Um,
what else is my least favorite? There was like this weird mixed fruit one and they had banana shaped
mhm.
things. I did not like that.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh, they were
Are you
hard,
talking about the one
right?
from the vending machine?
Yeah, they were hard ones. No, they gave it at Christmas or
No,
Halloween.
the gumball machines dispense
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they had it there too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
My
didn't
my
like that.
I agree with that. I'm just gonna throw it out there. My favorite candy is Milk Duds.
Always your favorite.
It's
Oh, I hate
delicious.
Mike and Ike's too. I don't like those.
Oh, hot
Uh,
tamales are not good
they're
either.
good.
Oh yeah, no they're gross.
Sour Patch Kids,
Yes.
Yes.
What about those fireballs?
Fireball.
I don't
I
think those are
prefer
cinnamon things, right?
lemon heads are better.
Oh yeah,
Limon.
Lemonhead and Warheads.
Oh, Nathan hasn't had one. We should do a warhead challenge.
I've had one before.
Nathan, why you gotta suck the joy
How
out of
come
it?
I showed it to you and said, what was that?
When was that?
Don't worry about it. You won't remember.
Did you figure out that movie that you were thinking about?
No, I Googled it and like I went through 300 movies and I forgot.
It's probably Fast and Furious 9.
The acting's pretty scary. Oh shit.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Haunted houses, man.
Cool.
No.
No one's gonna go in.
Can I tell you a couple stories about haunted houses?
Yeah.
Okay. So one time I already told my friend, I was like, I don't do haunted houses. If we go to a haunted house, I don't know. I can't explain what's gonna happen, but you're not gonna like it. So I go with Aida. She was a friend from high school, and there was like a haunted house in the community. So it's like people
Mhm.
running it, not corporations or whatever. So
Mhm.
you walk inside, we're in together, and I said, I'm already having a heart attack. I'm having heart palpitations. I'm already gonna die. And we're holding hands, and people are touching you. They're like trying to scare you and touch you. As soon as
No.
someone touched me, I started running and running. I left Aida on the floor because I pushed her down. And I'm running and I'm running, I'm running. And I run into a wall. I'm like, get me out of here, get me out of here. But you know, they have trash bags, just
Yeah.
scare you on the wall. And the guy kept going, boo, boo, like right next to me, like, get me the hell out of here. And he's like, okay, go out this way. And then he he walked me outside. And I'm
Oh
out
my
there
God.
like still having a heart attack. And then Aida finally came out and she peed her pants. And her pants are ripped. She had like a huge bruise on her leg from when I pushed her down.
Did she pee her pants from laughing or?
I think from just being scared and laughing from me pushing her on the ground.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That was one instance. And then a second one, I was going to St. Mary's and we had like this lady that was like our advisor, but we would like have meetings every month to have fun and make college seem like fun. And
Mhm.
everyone's like, let's do a haunted house. I was like, I can't do a haunted house. She's like, well, it's a team vote. We all had to, decide on this one. So we went to the 13th floor or something downtown.
Uh-huh.
And we're like in line and there's people with chainsaws and they're already trying to scare you. And keep in mind, my professor, she has epilepsy.
Oh
And
no.
so we're on this thing and they make you, we're in a line and I'm like, can I be in the middle, please? Because I'm in the middle. I feel like they don't touch you, but they still touch you. But I feel like I could like keep my head down and not be scared. So we're going through a tunnel. They make you crawl through a tunnel. And I was getting too scared because the guy with the chainsaw was like coming behind us. And I
Oh my
pushed my
God.
professor, like the advisor lady, through the through the tunnel. She was down. And I just keep running.
Oh my God.
I'm not good with haunted houses, and I'd probably leave you behind and probably push you
Or run you over.
so I can be in safety. That's why I don't do them.
So much for
I
protecting
always-
Yeah,
Nathan.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
can protect him. If these in these instances, I just let people die.
I always thought you were the brave one out of us. Like if any out of all four of us, I feel like Brittany, I would have been like Brittany would be the one to be down for a haunted house.
I know when to run, Lisette. I know when to run. I know it's fake, but I don't know. I
Yeah.
still freak out. I don't know,
Yeah.
like maybe if a real person was trying to kill me, maybe I'd be more brave. But nah.
So I have a similar story, not as bad,
Ouch.
not that bad. I worked at SeaWorld for maybe about 5 years. And so Halloween. And I remember I always hated working the closing shift. Like I dreaded it because I worked at the front of the park and where the employees parked was at the very back of the park and we had to take the back roads and it was super, super dark and you could either wait for a tram to take you all the way down so you didn't have to walk down but sometimes the tram would break down and you were forced to walk in the back of the park and there's like nothing but woods and the little scary music is like still playing because they don't turn it off right away. So you're just like walking in the back. Luckily no one ever like jumped out and scared me, but I remember like there was a time when I almost ran all the way down that hill because I just wanted to get out of there and I was terrified. So before Halloween started, they would have like a preview night for employees. So all the employees and all the family members could go and go in through the haunted houses and everything. And like Brittany, like I know they're fake. I know it's not real. I know they can't touch you. And one time I just got really, really brave. And I remember, I think I went with Monica and another friend because we all worked there. And we went through a haunted house. And like Brittany, I was like, I want to go in the middle because I just feel safer in the middle. Like for some reason, like, the person in front of you and the person behind you, like the person behind you isn't going to leave you. And the chainsaw guy isn't going to come after you. But anyways, so I don't know how this happened, but we went through the haunted house. Somehow my friend that was in the front ended up going behind me. So I was leading the group. And I was so terrified through the whole haunted house that I literally grabbed the guy in front of me. I had no idea who he was. I grabbed the guy's shirt and I like the whole haunted house. I was I was hiding behind his back the
Oh my
whole
gosh.
time. Poor guy. I felt so bad at the end. I felt so embarrassed. I was like, I am so sorry. I was so embarrassed. But yeah, the whole time I was just hiding behind some random guy's back.
If they
And
can't
I was,
see you, if you
yeah,
can't see them, they can't see you.
yeah, it was embarrassing. I don't know why I still went. Like I knew I was scared, but I still went. I was trying to be brave. But
Yeah,
never again. Never again.
it's
Yeah, Halloween was the worst to work at SeaWorld for me. I hated it.
Jeez. I was on the other side of the line before. I'm gonna take you back to a time, Bernie. You might remember
Boys
this.
and Girls Club.
That's right, the Boys
That's
and Girls Club.
disgusting.
I was part of the what do they call the team? Junior leader team. What do they call them?
I don't remember.
I don't know. It's like you're a teenager and you get to be kind of a leader. But we set up a haunted house at the Boys and Girls Club. And I got to participate. I never got to participate before. And I was like, I don't like horror movies, but I don't mind like being a character because you know I was going to be an actor, darling. I was going to be an actor. And I still might. I'm just kidding. And I remember they set me up. They said, okay, you're going to be the last scare of the haunted house. Like you're going to bury yourself under these leaves and you're going to pop up and scare people, right? Well, as I was excited, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to scare them all, right? Man, I had the worst part of the haunted house because the attraction before me was a creepy scientist chef guy that was offering brains to people, right? It was like elaborate, strobe lights and everything. And they're like, I'm gonna eat your brains. And so everybody's screaming. So by the time they got to mine, they were still scared of that. And so so I would pop up, boo, and they were like, oh, we knew you were there. How sad.
Embarrassing.
You know, I didn't scare anyone. It was the most disappointing. I remember leaving, like we were cleaning up and I was just like, I didn't get to scare anyone. They either knew I was there, they knew the scare was coming, or one person saw me breathing under the leaves.
You breathe kind of loud.
I'm a big bone guy. I had to breathe. Anyways, so I was the weakest part of the haunted house, and I just decided, you know what, the last time I'm gonna scare anybody, that's it. I moved on.
You gave up that career.
I gave up that career, but
You
I'll still
scare me.
I'll still be an actor. I scare you?
Yeah, there's times where you sneak up behind me and you like freak me out. Like you've given me heart attacks before.
Mi amor, it's just because I'm sneaky. It's not because I'm hiding.
Sneaky.
Okay. Nathan, look at you.
So cute.
Haunted house. Go.
I went through one time, and it was very
gonna be it.
scary. There
I
was
thought that
also a
was gonna
tunnel
be
that I
it.
had to go through.
Oh.
Interesting.
I don't remember if they could touch you in this one, but it was really scary. I think
They
I was
really
like 12.
shouldn't. They should not touch you.
They shouldn't.
You know, they have extreme ones where you actually pay and you have to sign an NDA and all this stuff, where they can touch you and grab you. Oh no.
No me gusta.
No me gusta. No way, Jose.
NDA?
Like not an NDA, but some type of agreement that says that you won't sue. Yeah, a waiver. Yeah, sorry, NDA is a non-disclosure agreement.
I thought it was like a DNR. Do not
No.
resuscitate. Grey's Anatomy.
Wow. This is called the movie reference. I'm just
Not
kidding.
the Grey's Anatomy reference.
I love it. I love it. I don't even know how long have we been going? I don't know.
You didn't time it?
I forgot to put the timer on.
At 38.
38. Okay, we got time. We got time. We'll keep all that in there. Let's see the other questions I had here. I do have a small story that I wanted to talk about, but let's talk about costumes first. I love dressing up. I love to dress up. I love costumes. It's one of the reasons why I actually wanted to be an actor in the first place, was the opportunity to dress up. And the two that I remember from my youth, was I was Aladdin one year. And I remember
Aww.
I had these balls I put underneath my costume so I looked like I had muscles. Da-da-da, da-da. And
Pictures.
then, huh?
I want pictures.
I think Brittany and I have some. And then I was Zorro one year.
Dora?
No, Zorro.
Oh yeah, you were Zorro for a couple years.
But the thing is, the sad part is, I'm not going to call out mom and dad about this, but as the years went along, I couldn't really get all elaborate. So I would for my Zorro costume, I had the sword, the cape, and the hat, but I had to wear regular clothes. You know what I mean? And then even further, I remember having to wear my dad's graduation cap and gown, and I was pretending to be a graduate. It was pathetic. It was pathetic later on in life, but I love to dress up and I love to be a character. As you guys can probably tell on this show, I'm very animated, dramatic, and all that. But what about you guys? You got any costume stories?
Oh, you remember that movie with Megan Fox?
Jennifer's Body.
Jonah Hex?
Oh, Jonah Hex. Wow, that's a throwback.
Yeah, I bought the costume and I never wore it. And it's super scandalous. And then mom borrowed it.
Oh.
And I never want to see it again. I don't know what it was used for, but I don't want to see it. I never saw her wear it. Oh wait, I have a picture of me. I wanted to be that girl that was, I think in the 90s, there was a genie show where she would go like that with her head.
Yeah.
What it's called. But I have a picture and I'm wearing sweatpants underneath and that thing on top.
Yep. Isn't I Dream a Genie?
Something like that, yeah.
That wasn't 90s. That was an old show, but we used to watch TGIF, so that's probably why.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or not TGIF. What is it called? Nick at Night.
Yeah. Oh.
Nick at Night. That's the one.
Time Warner cable thing.
Maybe something like that. We had access to that. What about you, Nathan? Lisette?
Any favorite what are they called? Costumes?
Yeah.
Whenever we were little, we had these knight costumes with a armor chest plate and a shield and a little plastic sword. And then my brother and I took plastic pipes and put them inside the swords to make them super hard and hit each other with them.
Nice. I love it. I love it.
I felt like I was always a witch for Halloween when I was little. I would have to reuse my costumes over and over until I outgrew them.
Yeah.
And then Monica would be a witch after that. But I think I remember the most elaborate costume as a kid I was a clown, which I'm deadly afraid of clowns.
No, thank you.
But I had like the whole jumpsuit. My mom painted my face white, like she painted my face like a clown, and I had the big like rainbow fro going on. Yeah, I remember that. Looking back at pictures, I was like, what the heck was I thinking? Why would my mom let me wear that?
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I remember being a witch a lot. And it wasn't until I think I got older, I started dressing up. I had one scandalous costume, sexy
Oh.
firefighter. I still have it. Don't fit
Where?
in it anymore. That I
Where is it?
definitely don't fit into that costume anymore. And then we dressed up last year.
Oh yeah. Last year was fun. We
Yeah.
Danny Zuko and what's her name?
Sandra D.
Sandra D.
Sandra D.
I think
Sandy,
if we
Sandy,
dress
Sandy.
up, we should dress up as pandas.
Why?
Because that'd be cute. Amy, she's here. She could be a panda as well.
If you're a panda, we're a panda.
If you're a panda, we're all pandas.
I love it. I love it, guys. Awesome job. I'm so proud of you. Is there any characters that used to freak you out that doesn't necessarily have to be horror movies? Like just someone that you saw in a movie and you're just like, that is scary.
I don't know. It's not a person because I watched that movie when I was in high school, Paranormal Activity, and it made me really scared that a demon was gonna grab me out of bed and drag me through the house.
Wow.
But you never get to see what it looks like.
You know, I just remembered something right now.
What?
So, like Lisette said, that she thinks that you'd be the bravest out of all of us, and you said that maybe if your life was in danger, you would be. I just remembered whenever the alarm would go off at the house, you were always the first one out of bed to look, and I was always the last person out of my room to look. So yeah,
Nothing's changed.
I gotta the family.
I know that sometimes our alarm goes off when we enter the house, and I'm so scared. I'm like, oh my gosh, like why? It's me. I'm gonna put the code.
You're just
Freaks
scared
me out.
girl.
Freaks me out. For me, it was the Terminator.
Oh, like non-scary thing.
Yeah, just like to me, the Terminator was one of because I didn't like horror movies. Like my mom, like I saw Chucky and I saw Freddy, and I obviously didn't like those people, but the Terminator freaked me out the most because I actually liked that movie. But the idea of having someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger come and try
But
to
the first one scared you, not the second
yes,
one.
the first one. Yeah, the first one was the one, and I would always picture him coming out of mom's bathroom, and I would have to run past their bedroom to make sure, you know what I mean? And then the other thing that used to scare me all the time was Michael Jackson's Thriller. That
Yes.
was one of the most scariest things I've ever seen in my life. Or I can't even listen to the song half the time. It's scary.
Yes, I remember as a
Scary.
kid, I think it was Friday nights, my aunt and my sister would sit there and watch music videos, or even sometimes with our family we'd be watching shows, and all of a sudden Thriller would come on and I would freak out.
Mm-hmm.
I would freak out. I hated it.
Yep. His face looked
I
all
can watch it
sunken.
now though.
His face all sunken in. The part that I remember the most that scared me the most was the very end when his eyes would turn yellow.
And he would go, "Ah, ha, ha."
Yeah, and then the laugh would happen. I mean, it's a groovy jam, but it was so scary. I used to hate when it would come on, and they would play it all October. You know, back when they actually respected holidays, and October was Halloween, not mid-Christmas.
It's Christmas.
It's a most wonderful time.
I was
We're-
things for Black Friday already. And it's like, I didn't even think Thanksgiving happened yet.
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, we were just
Mercury's-
talking about that.
What's that?
Sorry. Christmas music. Mark Anthony was saying how November 1st, Christmas music comes on, but then by the time Christmas comes around, he's over it. He's over the music.
Well, don't turn on the radio.
Listen, Rihanna. My heart is a stereo, and I want to listen to Christmas music in November.
Well, that's on you.
Hmm.
You got to be in the Christmas spirit 24
Nathan, do you
and
know?
7.
Nathan, do you know who sings "My Heart's a Stereo"?
He knows.
Yes.
We just saw them in concert.
Come on.
Cinco.
Good
Yes.
job.
Yes. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Didn't they sing that?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good song. That's a good song. So nothing scared you, Nathan? No, I mean, no, like regular character, like the Joker or something, like nothing like that scared you?
No.
Children scare him.
Children. They are creepy.
Oh, presenting in front of class.
Ooh, good
Yeah.
one.
That's scary.
It is scary. I took a speech class and that was very intimidating. My instructor was very flamboyant. And so he was very like out there and just like, okay, how do I do this? And I would try to go, and it was just very intimidating to try to deliver on his level. But I did give one of the best presentations of the year, which was bring my MTV back. Do you remember when I did that project, Britt?
Mm-mm.
Ah, man, I was all like a big fighter for music videos, like put music videos back on MTV, blah, blah, blah. It was a pretty cool, it helped me get out of my shell, I guess, doing that speech. Cool.
I hated speech class.
I hated speech class too.
I had fun.
Mhm.
I had fun in it. It
I
helped. And
took-
well, I also did acting at the same time, so it helped.
So what's the difference for you between a speech class and acting? Like, do you get just as shy acting as you did giving a speech about something you're passionate about?
No, I mean, speech was scary because, I had to be passionate about a subject, right? Whereas with acting, we really got to be goofballs most of the time. Like even when we started class, we would have to make weird noises or we would have to dance or something. She would like make sure it's fun for us before we actually did our performances. So it's like I feel like it's a different energy. It didn't feel like I was getting a grade for it. It was like, oh, we're just having fun acting. And yeah, that was one of my favorite classes ever. And I really regret, because at the end of the semester, she, gave me an A on my final project with my acting partner. And she said, you should audition for this play in the fall. And I got so scared. I didn't do it. I got too scared.
Can't be scared.
I know. I was terrified. And it's funny because that class taught me to face my fears. I did a rendition of Lose Yourself in front of everybody. So like it was weird. How can I be scared and face my fears at the same time?
Amen.
That's philosophical right there. That's something that Ted would say.
That's true.
Mm.
Anyways, I don't know. That's all I had for you guys. Any other Halloween tidbits you want to talk about before we go?
Have you ever gotten home and then like opened a closet and then something moved in there and you thought someone was in there, but really it was just like a duster that was hanging on the doorknob?
Nathan, your
No.
house is haunted. That's legitimate poltergeist, Nathan. That's your house is haunted.
I thought my classroom was haunted.
Oh yeah.
You remember?
Tell that story.
That was a scary 2 weeks, guys. So my My school is 107 years old. 107 years old. It's near the Alamo,
Mm-hmm.
so near war land. And there's a lot of scary things that have happened in one particular room of this school. But one day I came in the morning, and you know how the windows get like with condensation. So I get to my door, and as I'm about to open my door, someone wrote on the window, "Help, it's cold."
No.
And I knew it was not a kid.
Why are you laughing, Britt? Was it you?
Or it said, "Help, very cold." And my room did get very cold. It would always get very cold. I had to always turn off the fan because it was freezing in there.
Mhm.
And I knew it wasn't a kid that wrote this because it was kind of high up. It was adult sized at adult eye level. So I took a picture of it and I sent it to my assistant principal. And she's like, "Are you sure? Like maybe a kid wrote it." I said, "No, this was not here last night. And so can you check the cameras? Because there's probably a ghost in here." And so she didn't get back to me. And just little things like that would happen here and there. People kept saying that it was one of our custodians that did it, but he doesn't know much English. So they're like, "No, it can't be him. He probably doesn't know how to spell help, very cold." But I was like, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. So then I would come into my room and things would be like off the walls, like my number chart, like unstuck from the wall. And it's like that super sticky stuff that would rip off the paint. My projector, the little mirror, the little thingy that blocks it, that would be closed. And I even asked my kids, I said, "Who closed this? If you closed it, just let me know. I won't get mad, but I just need to know who closed it." And they're like, "No, it wasn't me." So I kept thinking, oh my gosh, it's a ghost. And then what else would happen? It just felt weird in there after that. I just got really weird vibes. And the teacher and then the teacher next door said that one day my kids were waiting for me and she was waiting outside the hallway, and that my door opened by itself and then it closed again. And I was like, "No, don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that." And all this happened within 2 weeks. And so later, after the door incident, the custodian came into my room and he's like, "Hey, so I've heard there's been things going on in your classroom." And I said, "Yes. Do you know something?" And he went to school when he was younger at that school. So he said that there had been a lot of rumors of there being a ghost at the school. He's like, "No, it's not true." So the door is probably just like the air pushing like from the inside out. And I was like,
Science.
I don't know. And then he's like, "And the writing, that was just the night custodian trying to play a prank on me. And I guess he thought I would see it before you did, but we got after him already. We told him that the cops were called, and they weren't really called, but they kind of scared him."
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, but I did get my assistant principal to come bless my room. And ever since then, nothing's
Very good.
happened.
Kosher.
But it was a scary 2 weeks.
Gosh.
Right, Mark
On that-
Anthony? I would call you.
Yeah, I remember, and just reliving it right now just reminds me, on that note, like, guys, listen to the podcast, get us popular, get some money into our wallet so I can have Lisette quit that scary place. She's precious. I need to protect her at all costs. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for joining us on this spectacular special. My homie Nathan, I love you so much. Thank you for coming. We got, of course, Brittany, the Britster.
What's up?
We got my beautiful fiance, Lisette. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for everyone who voted. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to this episode. And I hope you guys have an awesome Halloween. And yeah, new days, Tuesdays at 9 a.m. And I think that's all the news I need to share. Everybody, hopefully we can hear everyone say it. We're going to say good luck on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Good
luck.